Good evening, Fairfax parents. I apologize that I can't be here tonight, but as you know from the notes that I've sent out, that I have to juggle two different open houses tonight. And as parents, I understand, and you understand, the importance of being there for our children's open houses. So as a result, I'm making a quick little video for you. Although I'd love to be my charming self in front of you in person, I can't be. But hopefully, this will be just as good. So first off, let me point out that, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Michael Hrabak. If you ever have any questions about what you see in the video tonight or any questions about anything at all, please do not hesitate to email me at mrhrabak@fcps.edu. As you know, this is AP Lit, and this is a college-level literature course that forces students to think in ways that are different than they ever have before at Fairfax High School or in their English careers. Many of your students came from AP Lang, and AP Lang focuses more on the nonfiction side, the realistic news reporting and essays and that type of nature. This course is vastly different. This course is going to ask them to think about poetry, to think about literature from the 1800s, to think about Shakespeare in a difficult sense, not the Romeo and Juliet or the Julius Caesar. Your students will be required to read a rigorous amount of literature in this class, things that ask them to read difficult pieces of literature. And I hope that through this literature that they actually learn to grow as a reader and as a critical thinker. Every piece that I chose on this syllabus has a deliberate and direct connection to the AP exam. I feel that when they go to take the AP exam, I want to arm them with as many great novels as possible to tackle any question. So if you ever question why are we reading a certain text, there's a direct correlation to its success and its appearance on the AP exam. For instance, we're going to read Invisible Man. Not only is Invisible Man a great piece of African American literature, it's the #1 cited text on the entire AP exam by 10 to the next closest competitor, Wuthering Heights, which we're actually going to read in class as well. I tried to pick as many texts that were both rigorous and fun and enjoyable. They're going to love reading Catch-22. They're going to read it, they're going to understand where the phrase comes from. We're going to read Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 100 Years of Solitude, which brings us down into magical realism in South America. We're going to read Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, the great novel about the Uberman, and can a man who thinks he's so intelligent murder someone just to see if he can get away with it. These were all great texts that maybe you read in college or you read when you were in high school. And I hope that your students will love this journey. It's going to be a hard and arduous journey. It is a college level class. A lot of times when students come in, they say, well, this is going to be too hard. It's not too hard. They'll be fine. We're going to experience this journey together. And what can you do to help your students? Encourage them. Give them a place to read. Read along with them even. I've heard a lot of feedback that you're excited about the text that they're going to be reading. That brings me to the email that I sent you guys. Your students had summer reading assignment for me to complete with Huckleberry Finn. But then I turned the tables and I asked you to complete a summer assignment. And I heard from most of you, but there are a few of you that maybe there was a disconnect or the email didn't come through. And I asked you to tell me about your kids. You still have that opportunity. To me, that is the greatest thing that we can do as teacher and parent is build this bridge that we're building to support your children in this course and along this year. This is a huge year for them. They're seniors. A lot of them are looking forward past this journey of high school towards college. They've been working with me on their college essays. If they haven't told you they've made an appointment, they need to make an appointment. I'm here every single day after school, Monday through Friday, here till about 3:10. We've been working through their essays. So if they haven't made an appointment, ask them, hey, did you make your appointment yet? Follow up with them. That's another thing you can do. The last thing that you can do for them as parents is teach them to self-advocate for themselves. If they have a question or they don't understand something, please tell them, do not hesitate to ask. Come, talk to me about it. It's a lot easier when we can work it out before it spirals out of control. I understand they have busy, crazy lives. They have sports, they have jobs, they have the pressures of college right now and applying. I understand all that. But hopefully, with us partnering together, you and I, we can make this work beautifully for them. And if you ever have a concern or question, I'm going to reiterate it again, feel free to email me at mrhrabak@fcps.edu. let's talk about how are the grades determined in here. This is a college level class. I try to gear this as much as I can towards the fact of writing, speaking, collaborating. Most of the stuff that we do will be towards the end of text. I don't believe in giving them short little reading quizzes to see whether they read or not. They're not going to have that in college. Professors are not going to say, I'm going to try to catch you, did you read tonight or not? I'm not going to do that. They know that the majority of their points in this class are going to come from Socratic seminars and in-class writings. They're going to do a lot of in-class writing. We will guide them along the way. I will help them along the way. They can revise any essay as much as they want within that quarter. So if they write an essay in class and they're not happy with it, all they have to do is meet with me, revise it, submit it again. They can do this cycle repeatedly until they get to the point where they're happy with their grade. It's just a matter of them coming to me and saying, hey, can I schedule an appointment? Of course, not a problem at all. The other thing we'll be doing is they will be doing some writing outside of class. They might have told you about their first quarter book project. One of the things that I thought has been lacking in AP Lit in my class has been the outside writings. The chance for them to write longer pieces of analysis that they would face in a college course. So they should have been talking to you about their text. Most of them are very excited to do this project. They're going to be writing 5 pages. And I know that's probably one of the longest papers they've had to write at Fairfax High School. We're going to have one of these quarterly book projects every quarter except the 4th quarter. Hopefully gaining the experience that when they go on to where they go, whether it be UVA, Virginia Tech, one of the Ivy League schools, that they sit in freshman comp and they say, you know what, I was prepared to tackle this. Fairfax High School prepared me for beyond just the walls of Fairfax High School. I'm ready to tackle any post-secondary challenge. And along those lines too, they're going to have some times where they're going to have group projects. Group projects, I know people moan and groan, I don't want to have to work with groups because there's always somebody who doesn't hold up their end of the bargain. Well, they're going to choose their groups and they're going to learn to work as teams. In the business world, in the post-secondary world, they have to learn to present in groups. It's essential. That's another huge component of this class. So basically, we're going to balance our time between reading our novels, both inside and outside of class, discussing poetry on a daily basis, and tackling prose selections that lead to the AP exam. The AP exam is the culminating activity in here. We work towards that. They will be more than well enough prepared. The key here is that they have to persist through it. It's not going to be easy. I hope that it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be enriching. I hope they enjoy it. And I hope that we together can help them enjoy this class. And that's a huge part of this. And like I say, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video tonight. And if you have any questions about anything, please email me. Please email me. And enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully you got to take a little break by not having to come here tonight, but you can watch this at home in the comfort of your living room. Thanks, and I look forward to having a great year. Good night.